Hello, welcome. This is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Attila Pinkin. In today's video, I'm going to talk about that the new CPI data is out in the United States and it's worse than expected. Therefore, the first reaction from the market was straight away, let's go down. Okay, let's talk about the fact that Goldman Sachs doubles down on Bitcoin, holding much more Bitcoin ETFs than in the last quarter. So the new report from the Q4 is just out. Also, Blackrock calls Bitcoin a risk-off asset. This is also a big thing. Then there are some rumors in the background that there is lots of selling around Binance selling a lot of their cryptocurrencies. Then we have Jerome Powell who's saying that yes, there will be no CBDCs until he is the chair. And well, when we're looking at the new whales and the old whales, we can see that the new whales entering into the market, accumulating Bitcoin quite heavily. And yeah, question, do we need really more chains? We're going to talk about that because we have a ton already. And finally, Protonmail has a new feature. Actually, you can now send Bitcoin with your Protonmail email address. Guys, all this in today's video. And don't forget, every single day, I'm bringing you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on Blockchain Bloom to keep you up to date. So if that's important, very simple, just subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit the like button if you like this kind of content. And now let's do it. Well, and you know, when I'm recording this video, the new CPI data just came out and we can straight away see a dump on the market. Every single thing it's dumping. Bitcoin is down 2% in the last 24 hours, but just 1% in the last hour, 2.4 for ethereum the last 24 hour. Then we have top gainer. We have actually Sonic going up 4% and Jito 2 and 3, and well, that's it. Excuse me. Well, what is dumping? Everything. Radium 11%, Litecoin 10%, ENA 9%, and so on and so forth. You can see other dumps right now. When we're looking at the Bitcoin candlestick chart, this one is the 15-minute one because it just happened, you know, the new CPI just came out and I just wanted to show you the aggressive move. But when you zoom out, the Bitcoin is still at 94,000. So no major dumps or something like that, but an obvious reaction from the price if news like this comes out. And now let's talk about what are the exact datas. So every single month we're waiting for the CPI data and then tomorrow the PPI, but now the CPI and core CPI is out. Okay, so the forecast said 2.9%. And actually when you're looking at since November, we have increased, which is not good. You know, inflation is increasing 2.6, 2.7, 2.9, and now there was a hope that it stays at 2.9. No, it became 3%. So this is definitely not good news. When we're looking at the core CPI, the same happening. You know, the forecast said 3.1 and it turned out to be 3.3. So not just like 3.2, something like that. So it's even worse. And this is definitely not good news because many people are waiting for the Fed rate cut to continue what they started in the last year. In the last FOMC meeting, there was a pause. They haven't done anything. And actually, you know, yesterday, Jerome Powell also said here that there is no need to hurry on rate cuts. So basically, they're chilling, and this is definitely not good for the market, for the crypto market, for the stock market, and so on and so forth. So from one side, many people pushing that okay, rate cuts should really happen, but on the other hand, if they started rate cuts, then they can push back the inflation and all those things what they have done in the last year and two will be, you know, thrown out in the trash because basically inflation would come back very fast. It will come back. It's not a question because inflation is part of the game, but now they first would like to bring it down to 2% and then, change things, pivot. But now we started to go in the wrong direction, and therefore, you know, the market was already in a, you know, kind of bad mood, put it this way, especially the altcoin market. But with this, you know, it's getting even worse. Right. So I guess we just need more patience. And anyway, Bitcoin, it's definitely something what, investors thinking about in long term. It could be a company, a country, a bank, because, for example, Goldman Sachs doubles down on Bitcoin as well. So Goldman Sachs came out with the report for Q4. And according to that report, now they hold 120% more Bitcoin ETFs than before when they came out with the report of Q3 last year. So basically, when you're looking at the numbers and altogether, when it comes to ETFs, we're talking about already more than 2.05 billion US dollar. And actually, when you're looking at what they had in Q3, it was 710 million. So now they have 1.57 billion various Bitcoin ETFs. And, they hold also, ethereum. So altogether, it's more than 2 billion US dollar already in crypto spot ETFs, which is much more what they had before. So the direction is kind of clear, and we can really see that how Bitcoin moves away from the market, from old coins, because everybody thinks, okay, Bitcoin is a good investment and they investing in it, even when it's a little bit dumping, they buy it up. Olds are behaving totally differently now, and there's a totally different market now for altcoins and for Bitcoin. In the old days, it was the same people bought altcoins who bought Bitcoin almost. And therefore, a lot of money after Bitcoin went up went to alts. Now, whatever goes into Bitcoin, many players, they don't sell that Bitcoin. So now this is definitely a big difference. And also, look at this one. Blackrock labels now Bitcoin as a risk of asset. And this is also massive, because when BlackRock is saying that, what is the word largest asset manager, that's also, a massive thing. And basically risk on assets are like stock, and the risk of assets is just like gold. And now they're putting Bitcoin in this category. Right. Okay. Now let's move on and talk about a little bit that the Binance have sold a lot of crypto according to some rumors, and maybe this is what's happening in the background. So also let's talk about that. So there are rumors that, even Cointelegraph posted on X that Binance sold 94% of its Bitcoin reserve, 99.9% of ETH, and 99% of SOL in January just, though these were profits, not customer funds. That's actually important. And it doesn't mean they sold it. They kind of definitely traded, moved away. It's not, whenever there was no clear, reaction, the support said that the Binance is not selling assets. This was simply an adjustment in Binance Treasury's accounting processing. Users' funds are shuffled as always. Yeah, but still, it was a huge amount moving in the background. And those who watching the blockchain data can raise some questions here. So this is still unclear what happened. This was the official answer from the customer service, which is the usual polite answer. Okay, let's talk about the fact that there will be no CBDCs, and this is actually coming from Jerome Powell. At least one good thing, what he said recently, was that there will be no CBDCs coming. Why? He is the chairman of the Fed. And actually, here are just video,
Something
the
that
clip.
Concerns me a lot is the idea that we would even look like China in any way. So can I have your commitment that as long as you're the chairman of the Federal Reserve System, that we will never have a central bank digital currency?
Yes.
Thank you for that. I think that's extremely important. It makes me very happy to hear you say that.
We don't really want these CBDCs for sure. And, China is going in this direction. Europe is probably going in this direction. And finally, at least, the United States with Donald Trump and also the Fed chairman, Jerome Powell, saying they're not going down on that road. And I think that's absolutely the positive thing. They're working on the stablecoin regulations and all these kind of things. Okay, now let's talk about new and old Bitcoin whales. Well, it looks like when you're looking at this chart that actually the new whales are dominating this cycle, and especially they arrived in 2024, and towards end of 2024, beginning of 2025, they accumulating Bitcoin, and we can see that there are new players on the field, big guys. Call them like big investors, countries, companies, ETF providers, and so on and so forth. So the game is totally changing, and these guys are accumulating now hard. So definitely the new whales are the ones which are dominating the market. Okay, let's talk about a little bit about the different kind of blockchains, and is it good actually for the industry? So looking at this one, this post, this is here, Ethereum mainnet and lots of, layer twos and all these kind of things. And this is really tons of them. And do we really need this? Probably, no. Because I think stop making layer twos and those kind of things. It's just totally pointless. And all the whole play they're coming out with a token, and then it could be something, but this is definitely not the solution. Now we can see that a lot of layer ones can figure out things, and layer two was back in the day a big thing when they made Ethereum actually faster and cheaper, and they still do. But I remember Matic, now Polygon, when it came out in 2020, if I'm right, it went up very nicely, and now it's totally lost because there are just so many layer twos, and so I think this is not, and there are a lot of copy paste when they're copying one chain and then they bring out with another token. So this doesn't really help the industry anymore. It's too much noise right now. Not just so many old coins already, but so many chains. I believe, but this is just my opinion, this is unnecessary. Okay, and finally, let's talk about the new function of Protonmail. I know that a lot of people using Protonmail for their crypto things, and actually Protonmail has a new feature now, and this is a Bitcoin wallet, which is actually open source and self-custody. And, it's now available for 100 million customers of Protonmail. And basically what you can do with your email address, you can receive and send Bitcoin and send it to someone else also with another Protonmail email address. So this new feature, I know what you think about this. I just wanted to share it for you guys. Okay, that's it for today. And don't forget, every single day I bring you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news to keep you up to date. So if that's important, very important, subscribe to this YouTube channel and also hit the like button if you like this kind of content. And see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.